What's up, everyone? Welcome to another video. How should I train? What should my training style look like? Does it matter how many days per week I train? That's a good question. It all depends on your goal. So if your goal is to lose weight, if your goal is to build muscle, if your goal is just to be fit and feel healthy, if your goal is to be strong, all of those different things is going to depend on how you should train. Now, I would say that the nutrition part of training, and yes, I would roll nutrition up under training, is much more important than training, because you could not work out, for 2 weeks, but if your nutrition is still on point, then you're good. You're not going to lose weight, gain weight, or anything. You're just going to maintain your weight or whatever your goal is. You'll still be reaching it just because you're eating the right amount of food. When it comes to training, it does matter, just depending on what your goals are. I appreciate you noticing what I'm wearing. You can thank Craig for that. He's kind of been rubbing off on me, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so let's start. There's 4 different goals, I would say, inside the gym. Lose weight, gain weight, maintain weight, or gain strength, which you could kind of roll up under gain weight. Just depends on what your goal is. So if you're trying to lose weight, what kind of training should you do inside of the gym? Well, how many days do you have to train? Can you only work out 3 days a week? If so, upper body day, lower body day, and then a cardio day. It's gonna help you lose weight. Now, if your goal is to gain weight, eat. Doesn't matter how you train. Train however you want. If you just want to gain weight, eat, lift some weight, and you're gonna gain weight. Just make sure you're eating in a caloric surplus, meaning more than your maintenance calories. Eat anything above that, you're gonna be gaining weight. Now, if your goal is to maintain the muscle mass you already have, or just kind of stay fit like you already are, if you already are fit, then you can train same way, really however you want. You probably only need to train maybe a minimum of 3 days a week. You could even go down to 2 days a week if you're just strictly maintaining. You have no desire to increase your strength, or no desire, to get ripped and shredded or anything like that. You just kind of want to stay the same, but you like going to the gym. 2 days a week is going to be perfectly fine. Just do an upper body day and a lower body day, or do 2 full body days and hit everything. It's really just up to you. Or you can do a full body day of weight training and then a full day of cardio. So that's really just up to you. Now, if your goal is to train strength, that's where it kind of gets tricky. There is a plethora of information out there on the internet on strength training programs, building muscle, getting stronger. There's so much information. But pretty much, to keep it simple, if you want to gain strength in a certain lift, let's say your squat, your bench, your overhead press, or your deadlift, really in any exercise you're doing, if you want to get your 1 rep max up, get your number and your strength as high as possible, you're going to want to train anywhere from 2 to 6 reps. Minimum is your rep range, or maximum, I guess, up to 6, minimum of 2, even sometimes in, training with 1 rep. You're able to use all of your energy in short little bursts, and that's gonna increase your strength. Now, it's not just gonna happen, overnight. You're gonna have to be consistent with it week over week over week, but, you play around with it. Figure out what your 1 rep max is, and then start taking percentages of it. So let's say your 1 rep max on bench press is 225 pounds. Well, you're not going to want to go into the gym every day and try to bench 225 pounds. You're not going to be gaining any strength. You're probably going to hurt yourself, to be honest. You want to drop the weight, drop it down to 185, drop it down to 175, go up to 205. Work in those type of ranges, stuff that you can control, really strong. Work on your form and work on controlling the weight and exploding with the weight in 2 to 6 rep range. And then, do that for 4, 6, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, however long, and then go back in there and test your strength, and you should be stronger. As long as you're eating right and you're doing everything outside of the gym that you should be, then the results will come. Let's say you do train like that. You're training in this 2 to 6 rep range, and you go maybe 8 weeks training like this. And previously your 1 rep max was 225. 8 weeks later, please do not expect to bench 315 pounds. Unless you're taking some kind of steroids. Even if you're taking steroids, you're probably not gonna hit 315 that quickly. It comes over time. Personally, the way I do it is every time I go for a new 1 rep max, which I don't do often, but every 8, 12, 15 weeks or so, I will do it. And when I do, I just try to go up about 5 pounds from my previous max, depending on what it was. Now, if you're first starting out, your gains are gonna make huge jumps. So you're gonna be able to increase 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 pounds on your lifts, in that short amount of time, just because you're not lifting that much weight yet. But as you start getting up into the high 200s, the 300s, 4, 5, 600 pounds, deadlift or whatever, I'm not saying I'm doing that ever, but who knows, maybe one day, your percentage of gain from your 1 rep max is gonna get smaller and smaller as you start lifting more and more weight. So that's pretty much it. It really just depends on where you're at in life, what your goals are inside of the gym and outside of the gym, and then, set it up accordingly. By all means, you can lift, 5, 6, 7 days per week. 7 days is pushing it, and you probably won't be able to maintain that in the long run, but if that's what you want to do, go for it. I'm just trying to give you the minimum of what you can do inside the gym and still get results. Now, all of this is going to depend on your nutrition. I don't care if your metabolism's fast, slow, normal, whatever. If your nutrition is not right and you're not getting enough water in every day and you're not sleeping like you should be, then either way, you're not going to be getting stronger. It's going to be harder to lose weight. It's going to be harder to gain weight. Everything else is going to be harder, and it's going to take much longer. But if everything's going good, you're eating right, you're drinking a lot of water, and you're getting good sleep, and you're consistently in the gym week after week, even when you're tired and you don't want to go, but you go anyway, then over time, you will reach your goal, no matter what that goal is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful. I could definitely go into more depth on each one of those topics, but I just wanted to give you a high level view on everything. If you did like the video, hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to see this mug every week at Saturday at 9:30 a.m. But until next time, you guys have a good one.
Tony Production.